Hey, what's going on, guys? MTash here, and I wanted to talk about really quickly because I got this question 500 times a day while streaming. Is Solstice of Heroes worth it? I want to answer this question for veteran players, for new players, for cosmetic enjoying players, for people that might be burnt out, not burnt out, yada, yada, yada. I want to give you a couple points of view on this bad boy, but I'm going to give you a very quick yes to an extent. And what I mean by that is the big one, the main focus here is unlocking these ornaments. Now, if you look in my character right now, I've got the ornament unlocked, and this is really simple to do. All you have to do is clear the blue gear. Now, I'm going to have it up on the screen here. The requirements are very simple stuff. It's essentially the same as the purple gear, just easier. A couple crucible games, a couple strikes, things like that. Make some orbs. Very simple to do. Probably 2.5, 3 hours for most players to do it. Now, the reason I say this is once you upgrade to the purple gear, you can go into the event store, the seasonal store, and you can buy that gear piece for that character for 6,000 bright dust. Now, that's quite a bit for some players. I know I've got quite a bit just from playing and I never really spend it, or you can buy it for silver. Now, last year, doing all the EAZ and doing all these orb creations and strikes and gambits, it was a long grind. And it is a long grind again if you're trying to get this armor all maxed out. But because you can get this ornament done relatively quickly, the benefit there I think is immense. Because before, if you wanted to look cool and have these glows, you had to farm for the armor and get some good rolls on the armor. But now, because it's an ornament, and an ornament that will last forever, you can farm for some badass boots with some good stats like this, and then you can just literally apply the ornament. So that's awesome. If you have the bright dust, or even if you're just going to spend money and do it with the silver, I think that it is worth doing the first portion minimum. You've got a month to do it. You can just do this passively. If you don't want to play right now, that's cool. But get the ornament, especially if you have like a bunch of bright dust hanging around. I know a lot of players do. It looks really good. I think it looks really good. Like, I think the helmet is awesome. The chest piece looks cool. The arms are really cool. It depends on the character you're on because they do have very, very different kind of visuals. But I mean, I'm always interested in looking cool, and adding some extra glow is sweet. Solstice of Heroes last year, people worked towards this gear so that they could look cool, and then it essentially got taken away from us. Now, if you masterwork, I think all 3 characters, I don't know for sure, maybe it's just if you masterwork this, you can also get a white glow. I need to look into it, but there is some reward for completing a lot of this because you can get like a white glow, which is really cool. But yeah, I don't know if you want to go that far. I don't know if you care that much, but masterworking these and maxing these out, I don't know if that's worth it. I really don't know if it's worth it. If you're bored of the game, I'm not going to pretend like it's a fun experience. Heroic public events, gambit matches, elemental kills. It's not like this is new fun content, and the European aerial zone is relatively boring. You run around, you fight some enemies, you kind of get bored of it after a few runs. Maybe you love it, maybe you don't, but it's not like this is this crazy new content that you're going to be missing. And so I don't want to bait people into like grinding the shit out of this and trying to masterwork it, because unless you're a big completionist, I don't think it's really worth it. I'm going to have a hard time finishing my other characters. I think I'm going to finish this character and fully masterwork it because I just want to check and see, well, can you farm fully masterworked gear? Because then it can matter. Right? When you masterwork a piece of gear, all stats go up by 2, so you can essentially plus 12 stats. And if you masterwork this and then you farm it, if it drops masterworked, that's a whole bunch of masterworked gear without ascendant shards. And that could be game-changing for people. Like, even if you masterwork this bad boy and turn it into essentially a 66 roll or a 76 with a mod, maybe that's good for you. I don't know. I don't know where everyone's at in their game. If you played a bunch last year, I'm sure many of you are like bored and maybe not that interested. But if you've never touched this content, go for it. Like, try the EAZ. Try to get as many bosses as you can. But other than the visuals, I'm not going to be grinding this out that much. I'm going to do one character just to test I want to be able to make some a future video saying like, hey, you can farm Masterbird gear if that's a thing. I want to be able to find that info out for you guys before you do it and waste all your time. But I think that getting just the blue gear finished on my other characters is going to be the only thing I really worry about, and then I'm just going to play PvP and kind of goof around. I knew that Solstice of Heroes wouldn't really hold us until November. We're entering a big dry spell here, and I know a lot of people are bored. Don't burn yourself out more grinding this shit out if you're not having fun. Okay? Do the bare minimum or just take a break. Okay? I'm gonna go on a little vacation at the end of October, or sorry, end of August. Who knows? Maybe in October too, because there's no content. But like, I just think at this time we need to realize like things got delayed. COVID really messed things up. It's going to be a long time till we get new stuff to play with in Destiny. And the last thing I want to do is promote grinding this game, getting more burnt out, resenting the game. I can already see in the comment section of my videos, people are really negative and angry about things. Like, I'm sure even in this one, because I'm not really super positive, people are going to be really negative. I'm seeing it on Twitter. Just take a break. Move on from Destiny for a bit. If you're not enjoying it, if you're not having fun, it isn't your job. It isn't your career. Me, I play all the time because I still enjoy playing PvP. I've got an audience to entertain. I can veg out with you guys. I'm in a different spot, right? It is my career to play video games and play Destiny. And so I can put up with these things a little bit harder and a little bit easier than you guys can or need to. There's other games you can enjoy this summer. There's free games on the Epic Games Store. There's a Remnant from Ash, I believe, is coming on the Epic Games Store. That's a really cool looter shooter. If you guys haven't tried that, you know what? I don't even care. I know it's a Destiny video, but I'm going to go on the Epic Games Store. I'm just going to show you this. I'm going to give you some recommendations because I just, in good conscience, I can't like hype this stuff out. This game right here, Remnant from Ashes, this is coming out August 13th. I did a sponsored video of it too on my channel. So you can go back and watch that and see kind of what the game's about. This is an awesome game. It's going to be free in a couple of days here. Pick up this game, grind this instead. Okay? Try Warframe. I don't give a shit. Just have some fun, man. And hopefully stop being so salty in the comment section of my videos. I know that, you know, I don't need to yell at all of you, but you know, things are slow, things are boring. We've beaten all the content. The seasonal content is essentially a public event, like, is what it is. November looks like it's going to be sweet. I'm sure many of you will be back for that. I'm sure many of you will be excited for that. I'm sure you'll be back watching the Tashman. But I do have one last thing to say. I am going to keep making videos. I'm going to be dicking around with random exotics, might do some other reviews, or I plan on doing reviews of all the other exotics. I'm going to do some gameplays. I'm going to just try to make you guys laugh and veg out and just do some chill videos. If you are still interested in Destiny, this is still a place to hang out. I stream pretty much every weekday and some Saturdays, twitch.tv/mtashed. And if you want to watch the videos, just chill here, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell so you get notifications. I've heard a lot of people aren't getting notifications for my videos. I'll try my best to be entertaining, but I know you're bored. I know I'm bored at times, and we just got to kind of power through. There are going to be some more variety things going on the Twitch channel. I'm going to be ending most of my streams with variety stuff, some different roguelikes, and get different games that I want to play. Some of it might trickle into the channel in some highlight videos and stuff, but for the most part, I like to keep my YouTube pretty Destiny focused unless I'm really diving into a brand new game. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So there's a little update. There's a little info. I know that maybe it's not the most joyous video and like the most hyped video that I could have made today, but that's the truth. That's how I'm feeling. Thank you for watching. Thanks for supporting me. You guys have changed my life. Can't wait till there's more cool stuff to watch. And I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.